Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ethan Luculent, and today we're doing jumps on Refuge. There's not a huge amount of jumps on this map, so this is not going to be nearly as long as the rig video, because the rig video is fucked. And I still forgot jumps on the rig, even though I was trying to do, even though I was trying to do most of them. Still forgot about half. Okay. So we're just going to start off in the bottom turret area as it's pretty easy to figure out some things. You've got a spring thrust, or if you want to do it, you can do a bum jump up to the top turret. You've got the height. Just a potato for today. Moving on over here, we've got a spring thrust straight into red nest. For whatever reason, some parts of that doesn't have callouts. Not sure why. You are intended to be there, I'm pretty sure. Now I'm not 100% sure. Let's attempt it anyway. You might be able to spring kneecap it. You can also momentum spring this. Kind of difficult. Basically anything that you can bum jump, you can momentum spring. And the spring thrust, yeah, but with momentum springs, it's not always the other way around. So, I'm gonna move on underneath the tunnel. Everyone knows you can jump crouch on this to avoid the clambers. So that makes for some easy jumping up backwards. Just a general map movement thing. You can kneecap of that to get up here. And also spring kneecap off it to get a clamber up onto the car. What's it called there? I can barely speak today. Up onto the plasma pistol bridge. Well, that's what this was. But this is red bridge. Pretty much all the jumps on this map are possible on the other side, bar maybe a few. You can also thrust jump up this and get an absolute ton of height. Yeah, that's about it, honestly. You can maybe use it to do this with no clamber. For the pillars, you can get on top of the bridge by doing a bum jump. And of course a spring thrust. And that can be done from anywhere in this area. You can also spring jump from just near this rock up to the bridge. Other interesting thing is if you sprint, slide, jump right into the corner next to the rock, you will kneecap up to here. Of course, this isn't the easiest, but you can also do a spring kneecap by walking in and doing a spring jump as you hit the rock. Oh my god. Failing. There we go. That can be done on both sides. It is actually harder on the other side, which I will be showing off how to do that one a little bit easier. So we're going to move on back around this turret area still. You can do thrust jumps or sliding kneecaps or pretty much whatever to get up these rocks. Particularly around this area, it's actually extremely hard to get any meaningful jump off these rocks. You can do kneecaps off these rocks to get a little bit more practicality out of them. For example, getting straight up onto this platform. Jumping, holding crouch to set the spring jump here. You can spring jump off this and curve it a little bit to get over here. You can also thrust jump and sliding kneecap if you really felt like it. Spring kneecap again if you really feel like it. Obviously this isn't most practical. Yeah, thrust jump is normally the way I use this. Same can be done here. In order to do spring jumps straight up to here, you will be looking for a little bit of elevation boost, which is why we use this corner here. you'll be looking for these kind of elevation changes all over the map if you're doing spring jumps, especially in quite a lot of areas. You can jump and thrust into this to launch yourself up to ring 3. Yeah, this jump's inconsistent. I gotta say, it's really inconsistent. I hate it. It's so much, but it's such a fun jump to hit. But this is sort of a thrust jump, pressure launch, but it's more of a thrust jump. I'm not 100% sure how it works. Sometimes you get massive launches where you almost clear the ledge, and sometimes you just don't. Like that. That's always nice. Okay, we can move on a little bit, up onto the carbine, which is attack mag here. You can spring jump straight up to tower 3. Alternatively, you can also spring thrust. Potato in failing spring thrust. 19. You can also stabilize jump these, although it is a lot harder. It takes a lot more time to get down. I personally don't stabilize jump them at all. Well, because I can spring jump pretty easily. Should also be noted that you can bum jump these if you really want to. In fact, bum jumping is probably one of the faster options. Of course, thrust jump and stabilize, that will also get you up here. So if you don't have the room to do a bum jump, you can just thrust jump it. Now, speaking of bum jump around here, we can do a bum jump underneath this door to get up here. The exact same on the other side. Dropping down a little bit. This is red side. We can spring jump this one. We can't exactly spring jump this area on blue side. We need to apply different methods, such as a spring kneecap. A curved spring, and a momentum spring. Of course, those make no difference here because we can do it. If you thrust at these rocks just right, they will launch you up to your carbine from the other side. Yeah, I know. Kind of crazy that this here is just a thing. These rocks are kind of picky, you need to be thrusting at a specific spot for whatever reason. That one, I kind of just aimed for this area. Moving on, this is the harder side. Doing a sliding kneecap here is a lot more difficult than on the other side, so doing the spring kneecap is a little bit more consistent. Of course, it is still a spring jump and it is still a kneecap, so it can still be very difficult, a little troublesome. We are going to go up straight over here on top of the carbine. There are spots on these that you can stand on. I am not quite sure if it was on red side. I'm pretty sure it's only on red side, so you can stand on them. Thanks. Amazing in game. And you can, so for this area is actually kind of weird. This spring thrust doesn't seem possible, and most people would give up there because these are all up against the wall. But if you just jump on top of this and then spring thrust, you don't need to stabilize. In fact, you don't actually need that much. You can literally just spring thrust over here. You could probably even jump and thrust over here if you really wanted. But you would need to stabilize. So moving on, we're gonna go just straight into ring 2 and talk about a couple things. So you can spring jump straight up onto ring 2, move from ring 1. You can stabilize as jump up. You don't need a slide for it. course, always crouch jump just about every jump in the game, because that's just something you should do. And that's about it for here. Now, there is a way to get up to ring 3 without having to clamber, single time. You have to jump, crouch, and set your spring jump on this. Walk, and spring jump, and jump crouch, and jump straight off. And do essentially what is a juggle. Yeah, it's essentially a Halo 3 juggle. Now I'm going to prove that these things are possible to do on blue side, like the spring curve. This one's a lot harder because you don't have nearly as much leniency. But there's one. The spring kneecap here. I'm going to make sure that I've got my spring jump set because I know my buttons are a little bit delayed at the moment. So spring kneecaps are difficult, I'm not going to lie. I hate them so much, but still have to learn how to do them to move around maps super effectively. Boom. And obviously the momentum spring, it just helps so much. Momentum spring, I should mention that momentum spring you can't just do from there, you can do it from any way that you've got access to this ledge. Of course, you would only be using the momentum spring if you're coming at this with some speed. That way you don't have to go anywhere, it's just easy. Now just to show that I'm not doing these just for the sake of doing them, you can't actually spring jump normally up here. I have even tried crouch walking and spring jumping and stabilizing to get up. Yeah, that's the extent I went to. So I forgot one thing in red base. This one's different. So we're just gonna go straight up. Okay, apparently my game has other ideas. So you can stand on this rock in here. It's kind of difficult to stand in, but you can stand in it. Pump thrust, stabilize, and you're standing in it. Great. What can you do from here? Well, aside from see all the way over to their BR, and into ring 2, most of the courtyard, and all the way into the Walshy, you can jump up onto this light. That's about it. That's about all you can do. You can literally just jump on the light. It's hard to stand on the light. I should note that this light is very hard to clamber. You pretty much have no chance of clambering it. And I've only ever clambered it once. It's not something that you would do too often, and you would just not generally stand on it. I don't know why I'm trying to demonstrate that it's not clamberable when I've just said it isn't, but it's not clamberable. That's fun. You can also get up into this little spot here. You need to set a spring jump, throw a nade down, nade spring thrust. That's over the grenade as it's exploding. Do a super jump, even though... Yeah, you can set up here as well. Is this useful? Hell no. No it isn't. It's just not. I don't know why anyone would use this shit. But it's just a fun spot. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I don't know why I threw that nade. I honestly wanted to make a video on the amount of jumps on Refuge, because not many people actually know that there are some. There's a few. I know this video only took me like 18 minutes, so it's kind of weird. I'm either doing really well on my timing, or there's just very few jumps on this map. Whichever of the two. It really doesn't bother me. For whatever reason, things on the blue side are higher. I thought I'd mention that for this map. So things like this bum jump, The only thing I think that isn't actually higher is pretty much the bases. Some things are adjusted higher because it's not an exact copy paste. Phone Jones wasn't completely freaking lazy as all shit. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I literally take 2 of this last part. Not really. I don't record in takes, but you know, just saying. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to share this video, you can. If I find anything between now and when I upload this, I will edit it in with a quick explanation, but I don't do jumps on this map often, so see you guys. Thanks for watching.